Hello, welcome to my Reflect and Connect week. Let me check. 10. Wow. It's okay. Sorry. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, we're in week 10. Sorry. My brain isn't working, unfortunately. But today's reading we read about just special teachers being able to teach students with special needs. Oh, well, the title is Teaching Music to Students with Special Needs. So, um, the chapter made a lot of interesting points, and some of these points actually I've seen done in person during a practicum. So, one was like understanding um, the child needs or understanding what the child needs. And um, it makes a point where it's called most teachers don't really know what it means or what an IEP means or how to read an IEP or 504 plan. But yeah, it's important as a teacher to be able to know what to take out of it. So I'll talk about two of my placements. So um, for my elementary placement, for one of them, it had strings, and um it was actually my first time seeing a student with um I guess I don't know how to word it, but a disability, like she has crutches, so she wasn't able to use her legs. And it was interesting to see how the teacher actually um tried her best to accommodate for the student, because the student was interested in playing strings, so she didn't like turn her away or anything. So what she did was one, she got her like a floaty seat thing so that she could like be balanced and stand up straight while holding the cello. But another thing that the student struggled with was her left hand. She didn't have the strength to push down for these three fingers, so she was only able to use her first finger. And a way the teacher helped was just allowing her student to get shift using her first finger. So that was pretty interesting how she was able to work around a good amount of issues this student was having. And then in terms of IUPs, recently I did a high school practicum, and I asked the teacher about IUPs, and her response is a lot of the students in the school have an IEP, and she just has to be very cautious of um how that could affect their practicing. So, for example, they had like twin cellists that both had IEPs, and um, one thing she has to do constantly is like remind them to get back on track or what they're doing, what the aim is for the day. So, like, they have for one day like independent practice for the beginner group or the freshmen, and she rotates around the classroom to be able to help the students understand what they should be practicing and how they should be practicing. And I saw a lot of her like reminding them what they were supposed to be doing, or like constantly trying to reaffirm certain things like posture or hand position, or not this is one thing they would always do is rush or play a passage very quickly. So she would always have to be like, no, slow down, like you don't need to practice that fast, like slow it down. And they're like, oh wait, and so she'd be like, nope, slower, and they're like, she's like, slower, slower. So yeah, she was very good at knowing what her students needed and how to um help them, especially in their earlier years as freshman and sophomore. And she then shows me how it impacts them in a positive way once they're seniors and they're more independent. Yeah.